Hello everyone, today we are going to explain some transactions that we have done in the last few days, in the last week. The first one is about pound versus dollar. We made a short operation in which we saw different articles about the sterling was falling and the pound tumbled against all of its group of 10 periods touching an 8-week low versus the dollar. After UK Prime Minister in the article called one person that it was Minister Theresa May was given the go-ahead to trigger. The third has been one major of victims of the UK's votes to exit the European Union and has fallen about 19% versus the dollar since June referendum. And sterling has also shown propensity to drop after new developments in the Brexit process. And even if, as is the case for Monday's votes, they have been widely expected. Also, in another article, we saw the dramatic moves without any accompanying new headlines have left commentators attributing the swing in the currency to events that happened much earlier in that day. The other transaction, it was dollar versus yen. In this case, we made a short operation too, because according with some articles, the dollar it was falling just cause for different politics of the federal bank. And the US dollar fell, of course, in the last week, continuing its slide in the wake of the Federal Reserve's decision on Wednesday to boost interest rates, but maintaining a gradual pace of hike this year. And they remain fundamentally bullish on the greenback, the dollar, because the Fed remains the only major central bank which is actively thinning its policy. And the dollar also struggled against the yen, dropping to 2 weeks, I think, according with the article. 2-week lows, and one person said in the text that the currency pair remains in a technical correction phase, and the person note felt if the dollar is to break out of its mini slump, it could do so against the yen, as the Bank of Japan is nowhere near ready to tighten the monetary policy, and with the Fed policy moving out of the way, investors are now focused on the G20 financial leaders in London starting late on Friday. And for that reason, the dollar it was falling versus yen, and it was for that reason that we made that transaction.
Hello, I'm going to explain you about some transactions that we did. The first one was pound yen, and the second was euro dollar. And the first one, I decided to do an interview to the executive bank, the executive of investment bank of BBVA bank. And the second, I'm going to explain you what I did. For pound and yen, we decided to do a short. Sorry, a line, because sterling pound is dropping, because Theresa May announced the kick of the negotiations to the European Union. The lawmakers gave the approval to begin with it. Sterling fell as much as 0.9% to 1.21 on Tuesday. Now, another notice that I read was about the invitation to Scotland to leave the UK. The First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, signaled the start of a legal process for an independence referendum. But I would like to show you the interview that I did.
Good afternoon, I'm going to talk Adler. Adler is the Executive Director of Investment Banking of BBVA. And Adler, I would like to know, what do you think about the Brexit and what consequences it has to investors?
Okay, when you make an inversion in one company, in a bank, in a country, you need trust. With the Brexit, the trust is broke at this moment, because the investors don't know what happened with the money. You put your money when you know what happened in the future. And this moment, the future is, we don't know what happened in UK before Brexit. And I think that the investors stopped all inversion and plans that for the future for UK for this situation.
Okay, sure. And I would like to know if you have heard about Scotland, the intention to independence of UK.
Okay. I think I hear that they will make a referendum for go without of UK, and that's another big change, because the other two nations that are neighbors in not only in language, the culture, political, they have many years together, and I think that Scotland leave the UK will have will broke the trust, and the economies of both countries maybe go down if that happens. I prefer, or I hope that that happens, and that countries, also Gales, England, still together for the future, and still together with force with the economies for affront the Brexit of Europe.
Okay, that's true. And for that reason, I decided to do a shirt, and we decided to sell sterling pounds. And now we're going to talk about euro dollar. And thank you for your opinion.
Okay, thanks.
For the transaction of euro dollar, we read about the group of 20, and there was a meeting. And the second, I'm going to talk about the intention of European Central Bank to rise the interest rate of the first one. The last week there was a limited initial reaction to the group of 20 meeting over the weekend, which retained the familiar form of words on currency intervention but dropped a pact to avoid trade protectionism. For example, the major currencies such as the euro and pound sterling were also little changed. There wasn't a great change. The group of 20 finance ministers and central bankers dropped a pact to keep global trade free and open. acquiescing to an increasing protectionism in the United States after a two-day meeting failed to yield a compromise. And the notice that was regarding to the central bank. He also noted there was a growing talk to the European Central Bank might raise the deposit rates, currently negative rate, before official ending quantitative easing. Also, the candidate Geert Wilders was defeated on an extreme right. It was a relief for investors.